Hello and welcome to If It Were Me with your host Olivia. I'm back with another episode discussing and answering your dilemmas as if it were me with the help of my fabulous guests and friends. Just a disclaimer that we are not medical professionals and that any advice given is of our own opinion, and please seek medical professional help if you are really struggling. Hi!
Hello! Finally
I'm
on.
joined with, it's been a faff. This is the first remote podcast. I'm joined with Beca today.
Hello. I don't know where to look. I'm like looking at you all over the place, but
I know, yeah, so me and Beca have been friends since first year. Just a bit of a backstory to us, but she's currently on placement at the moment, so God, I haven't seen you since October.
literally before I went off.
God, ages.
No, it wasn't.
So yeah.
I thought it was warm
did.
when I went.
I saw you in October, I think.
Oh yeah. Christmas
After
shopping.
my birthday. Yeah, but when that wasn't proper. Like, then the last proper time we saw each other was in summer last year because we went for drinks. Yeah, really sad. But she'll be back in Cardiff soon, so that's something to look forward to. So, what are you sipping today, Beca?
I've got my green tea in my new shiny mug. What have you got?
Gorgeous. What does that say? The mug.
Winning at life, and then on the inside, I am a champ.
Gorgeous.
My mum got me. I'm not that cocky, but
I've literally just got water today because I had a Starbucks on the way to uni because we were allowed in for the first day.
What a treat.
For the next couple of weeks. I know, so I just thought I would do that. Okay, so let's kick this episode off with our poll of the week. If you don't already follow me over on Instagram, then head over to @ifwithme_ to get involved with these discussions and stay up to date. So, poll of the week.
I voted. I've done my best.
Do you feel your relationships, brackets, friends, partners, etc., have been strained over the past year during lockdown? 33% said yes, 67% said no.
Oh, I thought it would be around, to be fair. I thought no, but I thought a lot of people would. Like, I had quite a weird circumstance. That's why I was like, no, but...
What do you mean weird circumstances?
Like, loads of people probably were, like, further apart than usual, but Owen was on furlough, so I've never seen him so much in my life.
I was going. That Owen is Becca's boyfriend, for context to people who don't know. But yeah, to be fair, I thought more people would have said yes. But I guess it's sort of like it was a broad subject. So if they haven't, I guess they don't want to vote if I put their partners and they're like, we're completely fine, and then I'm just there like knowing people's business. But I think me personally, no, like not at the moment. Anyway, I think it's just been so far along it, and like. I can't think of anyone who I've not fallen out, but then I know people who have, and like relationships that have broken down.
Yeah, it has been a bit of like a tough one for some people, hasn't it? If you've been so far away from someone for like... But then I guess also you can't really go out and do anything that would, break you up with someone maybe.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's more like if you're in a relationship, maybe the boredom of not being able to see them, and then you go to online, but there's nothing fun to do online. So
probably more bored, yeah.
Yeah, literally. But friendships, not so much, I don't think, like, because no one was really able to see each other, so I don't think like anyone was missing out, so to speak, in that aspect. Right, so let's head on into dilemma number 1. Oh, are you ready to give some wise advice?
No.
Right, so dilemma number one. Hi guys, I'm in my first year of uni and I've been struggling a lot. I had high expectations like everyone has, but I can't help but feel lonely. I haven't made a lot of friends and I'm already dreading next year. Any tips on how I can feel more involved and excited about the next coming year? That is sad.
That's sad, isn't it?
But I guess like sort of we've all... But, well, not we've, because I'm in third year and you're on placement, but everybody's in that same position as her from first year, in a way,
Yeah, I think first year, everyone's like, just keeps to their own. And then once you get to second year, especially our course, but...
Yeah, for sure. Like, no one was friends.
People just don't care, do they?
No.
Everyone's just a bit more chill.
Because I think I've spoken about this on another episode before, like number 2. It's sort of like, because we were such a big class, no one was friends. Like, because me and you, and we'd sit together all the time.
Course, but...
No, we're not on the same course. You did marketing.
When we left, we were like, oh my God, we don't know anyone else.
Yeah, I remember. Do you know what? I feel like I was in this position because you remember me in first year, end of it, I was literally like, I don't have any friends in my course.
Yeah, and it was going to like group work and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was like, I actually like would rather not go. Like, it was bringing to tears the thought of having to do that, because it is just scary. But I guess like you do make friends throughout second and third. It's not just first year. Like,
yeah, probably better. Well, not us, but like
no, we're like the rare friends who have been friends since freshers.
It's like friends and freshers you see and you're like, I'm gonna be their best friend forever. But
yeah, for some reason we actually did stay. For some reason, everyone always says that you don't make your friends in freshers, but we've been friends since the first day, the first night, which is crazy. So I would just say, you know, to feel more involved and excited about uni. I guess it's hard because if your uni isn't offering like things to do for an active, like, you know, because you can't go into uni, surely they're doing online stuff. Like, I know mine is, but I know
it just depends if anyone's turning up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awful because no one will. Like, is there a group chat? Can you get like involved with their Instagrams? I guess it depends what sort of course you are on, because on ours everyone's like Instagram mad, so I'm sure you'd make friends off that, but otherwise I just wouldn't be so nervous.
Yeah, just keep going for it. Like, I think definitely second year everyone's just so much more chilled, aren't they? And it's not as cliquey as like when you're in school, everyone usually gets their groups and like sticks in it for the whole school, but uni's just like everyone's just all over the place, everyone's chilled.
Yeah, I would just think of it as like, be excited in a way, like it's a fresh start and like a fresh year, and you will make friends for sure. Like, hopefully things like corona wise will be eased, so you'll be able to have more fun,
meet new people.
Yeah, so just don't think of it as a bad thing. Think of it as like a good thing. You have 2 more years to make it better than the first year, you know? That's good. Dilemma number 2. My parents have finally said we can bubble with my boyfriend, but he has turned around and said he doesn't want to and would rather bubble with his mates. We got together during Christmas, so I'm so confused and I feel embarrassed that I've nagged my parents so much and now he's changed his mind.
Kick off. No, I'm joking. What, have you been going out since Christmas, as in this Christmas?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh God, that's only a few months.
I know, So how long is the process of you been nagging him for the bubble? You haven't been going out for that long. Yeah, I feel like it's a bit of a big decision for your parents to be making, to have him as a bubble. Like, is there no, like, you know, your nan or anything? Like,
yeah, at the end of the day, like, it is your parents' choice, isn't it? If you're living with them, then...
But I wouldn't take offence to him not wanting to. Like, I guess if he'd rather spend his time with his friends, then that's, like, fair enough. But did you not have the discussion before you were nagging your parents? Like, is he turned around?
Yeah, that is a bit embarrassing for her, to be fair, but...
Yeah.
I feel
it's embarrassing.
Well, bubble is just inside, isn't it? So she can still, like, meet him outside and, like, you know...
Yeah, but I think, like, stay over and stuff, I think that's what she wanted him over for.
Give it a few weeks, girl, and then...
Yeah,
why does he want his friend to stay over?
Be able to see his friend inside, that's what he wants. But like, why would you need to see his friend? That's such a good point. What friend is this?
Maybe he's trying to tell her something there.
Look, I think for now, just give it a bit of time.
It's too full on, I would say. I think that's what he's trying to hint.
To be fair, yeah.
It's just being Christmas. Christmas.
On my notes, this says Christina. So when I was reading it, I was like,
been going up since Christina.
Yeah, I just wouldn't. To be fair, right? Instinct, I wouldn't panic at the moment. Like, you've really new relationship. If you've been going out since December, that is still so fresh. And I think just go with it, see in a few weeks. Like, he could, be almost like he doesn't want to ruin what's good at the moment as well. Like, committing to a bubble is a big thing.
Yeah,
like,
and especially you're not just committing to her, you're committing to the parents there too. Like, you'd be living with everyone. You've probably not even met the parents that much if, like, over COVID and Christmas, you probably just like, yeah, come on, move in with my parents for the first time you've met them.
Yeah. No, that's wild. I think just don't take offence. Just be like, okay, but just say to him maybe like, I want a bit more effort, to meet outside if that's the case. Because it could be like he wants to meet his friends. Maybe it's them who need him. You never know. I wouldn't be too stressed. Dilemma number 3. Hi guys, being single in a pandemic sucks, capital letters. It's been so hard to keep convos flowing and find things to talk about when we can't see each other in person to go out for food, etc. Do you have any advice? Because I can't tell if I'm interested in this guy because I find myself giving him nothing over message because I have nothing to discuss. Well, this part, the end part kind of confused a bit. But I think what she means is there's nothing like further to talk about online until they can get out and do proper things like in person. They're just, the combos run dry.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's
a tough one.
This is just an awkward one. Yeah, I feel like I've had a lot of this because it's sort of just like, what is the point in talking to someone for no reason?
Yeah, definitely. Especially like, yeah, if you know it's not going anywhere, it's just a bit of a waste.
Yeah, I think with this one, it's a bit of a hard one because, like, I think it's just, me personally, going through stages if I want to bother or not, because it does feel like there's just no point at the moment. With nothing open, there's only so many walks and stuff you can go on. And, like, I get nobody's doing anything fun to talk about, Yeah,
so, I can't even imagine, like, how just hard it must be to like squeeze out a conversation, especially by now. Like, start of lockdown, you could be like, oh, I'm watching this on telly, but by now everyone's just like absolutely gone.
Yeah, it's like the last year was like, how's lockdown treating you? Like, that was
now everyone knows not to even ask because everyone is dead.
Literally, it went on way longer than we all thought. Like, it was like a little running joke, but it's just become everybody's literal lives. So I feel like, I've been on walks, it's okay, but then it's just like, I think what I found with the walks is there's no ending, so they just keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
Like, you could.
It's good to go for a drink, isn't it? Just to even have a bit of drinking news, just a bit more relaxed.
You chat about the menu, chat about what you've drinking, you chat about the people in the bar. Like, you have more combos. I feel like when you're on a walk, it's literally you and them. Like, that's so intense.
Yeah, that is quite intense.
I feel like that's what a couple would do. Let's go on a stroll.
Even that is intense. A short walk.
See, like, these walks are like 3 hours because there's no ending.
Yeah, how much did you do the other day? Like 10k?
10k.
That's wild.
And that's just crazy, isn't it? Because it's just no ending. So you just find yourself walking and walking and walking because who's going to be the one to say I need to go? Realistically, you don't.
In a different direction, just carry on.
Realistically, like, you don't have to go anywhere.
Like, when you go like, oh, bye then, you just both walk off. What if you're walking in the same way again?
It's horrendous. Like, no one has anywhere to be. So there's just
no excuse.
Whereas if you're at a bar,
it's
one
closed.
more drink.
Yeah,
closing, exactly. You don't want to drink too much more, and then you part ways. But I think what I would suggest to her is, if she's feeling dry because there's no combo left anymore, then try and like delay the replies, maybe. Like, reply once a day, and if you want to air, but then pop up when things are open.
It won't be long, hopefully, now until.
Yeah, and then, you can, I'm sure he'd understand. I doubt he's going to get in a committed relationship in the next few weeks before he's able to go for drinks with you. Like, just, I'm literally, if you said, don't say now, but then pop back up being like, oh, like, do you want to get a drink?
And even if he doesn't, then once you're out, once all the bars are open, everyone's going to be so keen. That's been locked in and single for like years.
You'll find somebody, I'm sure, but I wouldn't pass that you're not interested in him. Like, if you've been talking for a little bit and you're having good convo, then I would just try and delay it until you can go out, because you don't even have to tell him. You can tell him, once you had a couple of drinks, like, oh, I just wanted to wait. because you don't know anyone in reply, and I'm sure he's not going to be offended.
No.
So just wait it out, hen. That's my advice. Right, dilemma number 4. I've lost contact with my friendship group over the past year. They're all at uni, but I work full time, and they'll be coming back in the summer for good, and I really want to rebuild the friendship. I've felt we have been at different stages in our lives, so lost relatable things to chat about. They've been meeting up, and I've been at work, so I feel... Why am I okay?
Yeah.
So I feel a part of... I just can't read today, so I don't feel a part of it anymore. Any tips on how I can get back in the group? I mean, this is a sad one.
Left the group. I think that's her maybe overthinking that, because I get it. Like, I obviously am in work, and my friends are not. But then everyone's all over. Like, everyone's in different countries. Well, I suppose they are in England, but you know what I mean. Everyone's in uni in different places, and then. But once it comes back, like, everyone sort of just clicks back into place. But the whole work thing is a bit like, work is definitely, I think, until you do it, and when other people are in uni, there is such a big difference between working in uni, which I didn't realise at all till this year. And even last year, remember when you used to work and I was in uni, I'd be like, lives in one.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bloody worked 2 days a week, and I felt like I was missing so much, even though you were bloody just going to Home Bargains or something in the room. I was like, I can't wait to get home. Literally, it is hard, and a bit, in a way, I'm like, could they not try and schedule something outside your work? But then you're probably sat there saying, oh, don't worry, girls, it's fine. Like, you're probably not letting them know that you feel like you're missing them, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe it's worth putting forward a day when you can do something and be like you're the plan instigator, and you're the one who's like, girls, let's do this and see.
Yeah, and I think obviously uni's only 3 to 5 years, depending on what you're doing. And at the end of it, everyone will have a job, and everyone will be in the same situation where you're like, you'll have to work around things.
For sure.
I just remember obviously when you're in uni, you have so much free time that you do usually do things in the day, because you have so many days off. Like, why would you not?
Because I know even when you were getting the placement offer, you were like, oh, do I though? Because it's so different, isn't it? Working full time.
God, it's crazy. And I'm from doing an hour on my laptop a day to 24 hours. It's mad, but
it's crazy. But I feel, I mean, it is the case, and I know we've only seen each other, God, twice since we've left. But we talk literally every day, so it's fine. And you can
you have to make that effort, don't you?
Yeah, you do. And I feel like if you're feeling the effort isn't there, maybe just be like, can I have a phone call? Can we have a FaceTime? But I think personally, I don't really talk to my home friends until they're back, because it's just a bit, everyone's doing their own thing. We'd rather catch them in person. So maybe that's just what the case is, and you just got to put forward a plan when you can.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. You've been friends with your home friends for ages. I don't even know, all of school, how much is that? 8 years. So it's not like you're just gonna drift away if you don't make the effort. They're still gonna be your friends once you come home, and it's probably her just feeling left out. I don't know.
Yeah, probably, because they've got way more time than her. So it's probably just she's just seeing it as they're doing stuff without her. But
yeah, they'll all be working soon.
Yeah. And then you'll be the one who'll be
free time,
probably free almost. Yeah,
me next.
But I do know what it's like, because even I still work 2 days a week. I'm just like, oh my God, I miss out on so much. Then on my days off, I try and cram in as much as I can to do things with everyone, and then I'm just knackered. But it's different. But if the effort was there, or if they wanted to make the effort, they would. But it just might be a case of it's just easier when they come back, and I think it'll just fall back into place.
Yeah, especially, did she say everyone's back over summer?
Yeah,
and she
for good.
Well, she can have some time off over summer.
Yeah,
and then
you can just try and be like, oh my God, guys, can't wait for you to come back. We're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. Just try and put in plans yourself, because it might be the case of it's just unlucky that they're saying it on your work days. And if you're not voicing that, you're probably literally just saying, it's fine, you can go, because I do that. Then they're not going to know.
You're not going to be like, no, stop, wait for me.
Yeah. They won't know. So just try and do plans on your days. Just shift it up a bit. Change it. I'm sure they would if they're free all the time, especially over summer.
Yeah.
Okay, so dilemma number 5. Over lockdown, I've realised I don't miss my boyfriend. Should I be worried? Is this a sign that something is wrong in my relationship, or is this a normal feeling?
Mm, I think it's quite normal. Like, well, I don't know. It depends how much. If it's like you don't miss him, but you still want to see him, do you know what I mean? Or
Yeah,
it's like, oh, I don't miss him and I don't want to see him. Then that I would be a bit more like, why don't you want to see him? But
there's a problem, yeah.
maybe just like
I
you just get used to your own company and just enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it it's like, Sophia and Cynthia, the YouTubers. Like
Half an hour.
theirs was very like they she didn't miss her boyfriend at all throughout the first lockdown, and then she broke up with him. So I feel like if
True.
you're feeling like, if you are thinking, I'm going to break up with him, then do that. But I feel like she's just probably like, overthinking her thoughts.
Yeah, and
Because,
it's literally the time to like consider everything, isn't it? If you've got nothing else to think about.
yeah,
Mm.
because I feel like if you are like thinking, oh, I don't want to see him, but realistically think like you probably do want to see him, but you either can't see him or you can't do anything with him, like not adventures,
Yeah,
hold
just
my
sitting in the house.
adventures. Yeah, like there's nothing really exciting to look forward to see him. So maybe like just when things open up, see how you feel, like see if you get the urge to want to do things like fun things with him.
Yeah, and maybe
But
just leave it for a few weeks and see if you still
yeah,
feel the same after like, don't know.
because I think if she's contemplating it, then she does have that feeling
It's
of
in her
wanting to
head,
see him.
yeah.
She just doesn't know. Yeah, like you just probably just worried. And I feel like a lot of relationships, it has shown if they're good, and it's kind of sad because I feel like so many of them would have probably lasted if it wasn't for lockdown, because it's
Mm.
not that people don't
And this is probably never
like,
going to happen again, isn't it? Like, some
yeah,
people are like locked in the house with someone they've only just been with for like ages. Like, that would never happen in real life.
no, that's crazy. Like, because people are fun on, and I feel like it's more the normal now. Like so many people on TikTok, like they get together like within the past year and a half, and then they're like
Engaged
bubbling.
with
So they're
child.
like living together. Yeah, they're living together like after a month, and
Mm.
that's just crazy because you would never ever do that, but like you're forced to see them sort of. So
Mm.
I feel like they've probably just been used to not seeing each other for this year, whereas like she's put. Well, I don't want to put words in her mouth, but it's probably like she's seen these couples having such a fun time, but it's because that's how they met. They met
Mm.
spending all their time together.
And it's not probably as good as it looks on TikTok anyway, isn't it? They're
No,
probably...
or online or anything. So don't be stressed. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would just give it a go and see how you feel a few weeks after.
Yeah, just seeing if like when things are opening or like and you have really deep and you want to invite him and you want to do things, then I wouldn't worry. Not yet, anyway.
No. No, I
Until
think
it's a
that's normal.
really until it's a really serious one. Don't
Yeah,
worry
until
yet.
you don't want to see him at all, and then, yeah, maybe break it off.
Yeah.
Till you're avoiding him in the street, then, yeah.
Yeah. Ducking your head when you see him, you're like, oh god, no. Okay, right. This is the final dilemma of this episode. It's a bit kind of similar to one of the other ones, but like not really, because I think it needs different advice.
Mm-hmm.
Since lockdown, friends that I thought I was really close with, I haven't spoken to in weeks/months, and I'm really feeling like we'll never get the closeness back again. I don't know whether to be honest with them about how I'm feeling when it feels like I must have valued our friendship more than they have, given how little effort they've put in with keeping in touch with me. What would you do?
Oh, there's another sad one, isn't it?
It's actually really sad because I think I spoke about this on another episode. It's almost about like having to leave uni abruptly. And it's almost like those friendships that you have when you do just, you see people and you can go out and just have obviously disappeared,
Gone.
whereas they would have lasted,
Mm.
because you would have been seeing people.
But again, like, everyone's just so done in with lockdown. I feel like people just aren't speaking as much. So maybe what she thinks is people not replying to it is just people just generally not wanting to talk. So I wouldn't probably do anything until, like, when stuff eases and you try and meet up. If they say no then, or if they're off then I would question it. But I think right now everyone's
Yeah.
just done in with, like, no one can be bothered to talk to each other.
Yeah, you're talking about nothing. I mean, daily we talk about absolute rubbish. I don't even know what it is, but it's just
no, it's just constant, but I don't know of what.
Yeah. It's just random stuff, but like, but then other friends I literally haven't spoken to, but I know that like if they're like, do you want to go for a drink after? I'm like, yeah, fine. But then there's other friends where like I haven't spoken to, like we were just talking about this, friends that we've had before, we haven't spoken to them, and that's okay because then it was just, it died out, but just because no one put effort in, really. Yeah, and like it just, I don't want to say there was no need to be friends, but there just wasn't really, like, at the end of it. I wouldn't be upset about it at the moment. Like, I think everyone has lost, like, a part of that closeness for sure, because you can't spend that time with people, and obviously, some
it's
stuff
not the same as texting someone like constantly, because no one's got anything to say.
No, and some stuff that you'd like, randomly get off your chest in person, or like, jokes that you'd say in person.
Just text
like,
me a joke.
Yeah, like they haven't been happening, so like that's okay. Like I feel like with my house I'm sort of like in a bubble with them. Well, not like a corona bubble, just like a mental bubble. I don't know, is that a thing?
Yeah,
like I'm in a bit of a bubble with them because I spent all my time with them, so I almost, and like when I go out and do stuff with them, like I think I only see one other friend at the moment, because obviously like you can't really do anything. So it's just like, I feel like everyone's getting so used to who they're living with because you're with them all the time. But I'm sure like when stuff opens up again, like you'll be able to just pick up where you left off.
Yeah, definitely. And just make the effort. And obviously, if after it still looks a bit weird, then question it. But I would definitely won't question it when we're in lockdown. I feel like everyone's all over the place, and they're probably not trying, like they probably don't even know that you feel like that.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said, should she tell them? But I would maybe, like, if you want to tell them in a sort of way, maybe just send them a message like, hey, missing you a lot, like, can't wait till we can get out and do something soon, like, we'll have to plan something.
Yeah, just see what they say.
Like,
they're like, no.
Yeah, just I don't think they'll be like, no. If they are, like,
if they are, just
then
block.
scrap. Yeah, whatever, you don't need them. But like, I'm sure they're just probably feeling the same way. They're probably thinking, God, I don't know what to say to her.
Yeah, there's no point. Like if I message you every time being like, can't wait to go to TK Maxx again, I would be doing that like every day. There's just no point, is there? Until you can actually do it, then
there's no point on dwelling on it, like, at all. You just, maybe even just if you want to see if you're still like vibing with each other on the same way, then just like find a funny TikTok and send it to them, something like that. Just like do something like that. But I'm sure they're probably just feeling the same way. And as well, like, because I just reread it again just to check, like it's not them say like as a collective like doing stuff without it. This why this one's a bit different. It's them like, all of them individually not feeling close. Yeah. But I think that's fine. Like that's what everyone's doing at the moment, and I know it feels horrible because you obviously miss them, but I think when it comes to being able to do things again, then I'll just pick up where I left off, because they're going to need friends.
Yeah.
It's just hard. You do have those friends sometimes where you're only friends like because you see them. So it's just
gotta wait and see, really. There's not long to see. A few weeks.
No, 1 week.
Unless you're in England, then you can go, is it?
Yeah, I'm guessing she's not English, otherwise she wouldn't have written this in. But if you're Welsh, you've got 1 week left. Like, start planning, booking. Although I was looking today to do something on the final hand in, and it's literally like botanist was booked for the whole of May the 14th.
Oh my god, that's so soon.
Yeah, well, actually, final major project is May the 7th. But yeah, just to this girl, I would just literally just, send them a message, say like you're missing them, can't wait to hang out, and just see how it is. I'm sure they're feeling the same way.
Yeah, she's probably just having too much time to overthink in lockdown.
Yeah,
like
definitely. Else. I think everyone's over Zoom. Do you know what I mean? They're all over, just
apart from us right now.
Yeah, this was a special. What's it called? What's it?
Arrangement.
No.
Well, it is a bit. We arranged to do it the other thing and it won't work.
But what is it? A special... What is it? It's
episode?
Like... No, it's like not a one-off, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm going to think of that later and I'll be texting you like, oh my god, this is the word.
Just like, that one word.
Yeah, just that one word. The special...
episode.
No, it's not episode. It's like a word, like when it's like special, like you've done it because
Exclusive.
it's like no.
One off.
Well, almost like one off, but like one word. Special.
I would say exclusive, but don't know. I'm a bit brain dead by now.
Just advice to that girl anyway. Maybe you could even do like suggest a fun thing, like, you know, how like send gifts and stuff. Like, that's what me and Becca did, because we did live together last year, but obviously got cut short, and then she's on placement, so we didn't live together this year. Really sad. We miss our shopping trips. But yeah, one thing that we did was that, God, it was late because we did Christmas.
Yeah, I think I gave Liv her birthday present like 4 months. It was more than 4 months, isn't it?
It was so fun.
I got it when I was in London, and that says a lot because that was like a year ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then.
And you knew what it was.
Yeah, I know. I was just waiting for it, and she's the colour of the season. But yeah, we did like for Christmas, because it was really sad that we couldn't do anything Christmassy because we literally love Christmas.
We got Christmas dog earrings.
Yeah.
And we used to go Christmas shopping in Cardiff.
Oh, it's literally so sad. So we did meet for a bit, but like not really like at Christmas either, because things obviously got so bad and everything closed, obviously. So yeah, we sent each other like a cute little Christmas box in, I think, February.
And a birthday, it was a bit nice.
Yeah, I sent a birthday as well, so that was fun, you know. And then FaceTimed and we opened it, and it was just nice. And then
every time I wear my juicy joggers, I think I live.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like you put the item. Like I'll step away from the mic. Wearing my gift today.
That's cute.
My little Chanel necklace.
Should have gone.
So yeah, I think just.
I haven't got it here. I was going to wear my headband just in case you wore it.
No, my hair is so too dirty to wear a hairband at the moment. I need to wash it tomorrow. But yeah, like just sit like. I know we said we talk about literally rubbish, but you know, just like TikToks. Send each other stuff you see on Instagram, TikTok, yeah, tag each other on Facebook, just anything, and then
basically,
you know, it's just
fun. That's about it, isn't it?
Food,
yeah,
anything like, and then you know, you'll just there's a bit of
even if you know, meant to be.
Yeah, it's meant to be, but that's a tip. But I guess it only works for us if you like Disney and dogs and shopping and food. But I'm sure you'll know what they like. Yeah, TK Maxx, dogs,
Primark, St David's Shopping Centre,
Yo Sushi.
Oh my God!
I can't wait till we can go for a Yo Sushi. I literally can't wait for that. So yeah, just you know. Try, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But I'm sure you'll be okay. You just gotta try and, like you said, if you find yourself not making effort as well, you just gotta give them a bit of something. Give them a tag on Facebook and a post, you know, be like, oh my God, did you see my post? Just
LOL.
Start a convo up now. So this concludes the 4th episode of If It Were Me, and actually this is the final episode that I'm going to be putting in for grading, as this podcast was for my final project. But I've had so much fun, so I think I'm going to continue it, but it just might not be the following Tuesday because I got a lot of deadlines to meet. But thank you so much, Becca, for being on the show.
Thank you.
It's been so nice.
Thank you for having me.
Have
nice to see you. Nice to have a break from work, but
yeah, I have kept to the blessed. Been in work since God, what time? Like
8 o'clock.
Crack of dawn. But if you don't already follow me on Instagram, then head over to @ifitwere_me to stay up to date with these future episodes and get involved in the discussions. So thank you so much for being on.
Thank you.
Bye everyone.